Hi everyone, my name's Jodie and I am a 29-year-old mother of two, and I wanted to share my story because we are emigrating to Canada in 2 weeks, which is exciting. So when we first started doing this, I became consumed by it. As anyone who's trying to emigrate will know, it completely takes over your life. It's the first thing you think about when you wake up, and certainly the last thing you think about when you go to sleep. You hang on every kind of every bit of news that you get, it kind of gets you through to the next piece of news. And we are now 2 years down the line. It's April 2017 and we're going in 2 weeks. I can't believe it. So I basically spent so much time on YouTube trying to find like videos of people who've done it, and especially like videos of people with children, because it's extremely nerve-wracking. Everything I've ever done, I've done with my mum. So my mum's been like the rock who's had to kind of organise everything. And this time I'm the mum, so I've got to do it all on my own. So yeah, I would try to find people who'd done it before and maybe had a bit of advice, or to see what their experience was, of the landing, of, the first kind of week where you're having to do all the kind of things that you don't even take into consideration, like getting social security numbers and setting up cable, Wi-Fi, all stuff which will be really boring if you're not planning on immigrating. But if you are, hopefully it will have some kind of like positive impact, or maybe, I don't know, it might be helpful for someone who's willing to do it. I've been part of so many forums while we've been going through this process, and to me it feels like so many people are trying to emigrate, because everyone's been in the same boat, and in similar positions, and I think every time that something gets put up, everybody kind of shares it between us so we can all kind of have a look. But there's just no videos, nothing whatsoever. Nobody's like picked up a phone and gone, yay, my family are going, watch us do it. So I'm going to do it. So this is the first video. My neighbour's coming out of the house now, so I look like a really weird person trying to take a selfie in the car. Yeah, she's not going to wave. We'll just ignore that happened. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to basically document it. As it stands, we're like 2 weeks to go in. So the main thing that I've done now at the moment is start to sell up everything that we own. We haven't gone down the route of shipping everything over to Canada with us or after us, for the simple reason that when we sold our house in preparation, we sold it fully furnished, because we thought, you know what, let's just start afresh. We didn't realise it were going to take so long, so when we moved into another house kind of part-time until we were going, we had to rebuy a load of furniture. Oh my god. But all the furniture that we got were like off eBay, or from friends and family, so none of it was actual furniture that we'd chosen, which I think has put us in good stead, because it means that we're not attached to anything and we don't need to take it with us. But we obviously have to get rid of quite a lot of stuff as well, in terms of like clothes, because if we're not doing shipments, then we're basically stuck with 4 suitcases. The logistics of it is just like blow my mind, for loads of reasons. We originally planned to like ship over some big boxes, and there is a couple of companies that do it, and they've got loads of options. They've got some really good options, and I think we got a quote for about £460 for 4 large boxes, and we were just going to put stuff in there like duvets, the standard stuff that you don't want to buy or waste your money on, like towels and photos. Obviously those, yeah, everybody wants, but those kind of things, and things that could save us money when we get over there. When I looked at it, I looked at like Walmart, Wayfair, I looked at loads of different companies over there, and actually I could buy everything that we were going to ship over for about $390. So it was completely pointless. So yeah, that's the story behind us not shipping anything. Big decision. Everybody seems to be really blagged that we're only going over with 4 suitcases, and at the moment I'm feeling like it's doable. However, I'm sure when we start to squeeze everything into 4 cases, it's going to be a big problem. The other thing is we're taking our cat with us. So technically we're travelling from Leeds. We're having to drive down to London because we can only take the cat on a direct flight. We don't have any from up in the north here. So we're travelling about 4 hours down to Gatwick Airport in a rental car. Then we've got the London airport experience. So we've basically got 2 adults, 2 children, a massive cat box, and 4 big suitcases. So in my head I was thinking, right, let's get some more suitcases on board. It's just not doable because we've got to carry these, we've got to move with them, we've got to fit them all in rental cars. So yeah, the 4 cases is pretty much all that we're doing. Once we get there, we're landing in Toronto, which we've done before in the past. We've done the drive up to Ottawa, which is where we're going to live, and it takes about 4 hours. So we've got a lot of travelling, and a lot of travelling with a cat, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. I hope she'll be fine. We're going to do our best to make sure she is. Oh no, phone call. Wait a sec, let me just stop this phone call. I'm just gonna let it ring. You guys aren't bothered. Yeah, this is highly unprofessional. So yeah, the drive up to what, about 4 hours. You know, it's not ideal to do that with a cat. I get that, but we've got to do it. We're not going without our cat Coco, so she's coming with us regardless. So I'm sure she'll be fine. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. That's the plan. I've learned that nothing goes to plan in this 2 years, but we're certainly going to do our best to try and make sure it does. The only thing I'm a little bit nervous about is the actual landing. We've been told to allow for 3 hours when you land at the airport. I've read a couple of stuff where people have said you know, you come off the aeroplane and you have to have like a little, you go into like a waiting area or something and wait to be called in, and then they then go through all your landing documents to make sure that you've got the necessary funds to land, obviously to make sure that your visa documents are all correct, and I don't know if they stamp them, but yeah, we've got all that to do. So I'm like a positive person. I'm thinking 1 hour. They said 3, but I'm going to go for 1 hour because that'd just be a nightmare. I have visions of like the kids like who've eaten too many sweets and numbers just bouncing off walls, the cat rolling about in cat shit in the cat box because she's been in there like 10 hours, and us having to sit in this waiting room for 3 hours waiting for it to happen. But it's no situation we've not dealt with before. We'll be fine. So yeah, that's the plan. It's exciting. And what I plan to do is, as soon as we get up to Ottawa, I'm going to do a little video which kind of explains the landing process for everybody. I know you've all read and you all probably know, and there's people who will have done this a million times and put it on forums. But I don't know, I like videos. I like to listen and watch experiences, you know, much more than reading about them. So yeah, I'm just going to do little vids throughout the process and hope that it helps someone or someone finds it interesting, and go from there. So yeah, please stay tuned and follow our little Canadian adventure. See you soon, guys. Bye.